Hello friends, welcome. In this video, we are going to discuss FCM and RCM. What is FCM? What is RCM? FCM stands for Forward Charge Mechanism. RCM stands for Reverse Charge Mechanism. Forward Charge Mechanism and Reverse Charge Mechanism. Let us have the clear discussion. How does it actually works? First we talk about FCM, Forward Charge Mechanism, which is a default mechanism in GST. What is Forward Charge Mechanism? Imagine I am purchasing goods from a company called as Bajaj. So if I am buying a goods or services from Bajaj, I will be paying taxes to the forward, to the opposite person. Okay, I will be paying taxes to whom? Bajaj. Bajaj is a supplier delivering goods or services to me, so I will pay taxable value and taxes to my forward person. So it is generally called as forward charge mechanism. I will pay to the supplier. As a customer, I will pay taxes to the opposite person. So forward person को taxes pay करते हैं हम लोग. It is called as what? Forward charge mechanism. But there are some cases, there are some situations where as a customer, instead of paying taxes to the forward person, I will consider I collected taxes on that supply. I am a customer, but still I will pay only taxable value to the opposite person. The tax amount I don't pay to the opposite person, where I need to consider that I collected and I need to pay directly to the government. That is called as RCM, Reverse Charge Mechanism. So in general, supplier collect taxes from the customer. Customer pay taxes to the supplier. Supplier will pay taxes to government. This is called as what? Forward charge mechanism. But in some cases, supplier collect only the taxable value but not GST. The recipient should pay tax directly to the government without giving to the supplier. That's a concept called as RCM. Here, there is no burden shifting. There is only compliance shifting. See, as a customer, whenever I pay taxes to Bajaj, let's take an example of a vehicle, 1 lakh plus 18% to GST. So 1 lakh 18,000. If it is FCM, I'll pay to Bajaj 1 lakh plus 18,000. Total 1 lakh 18,000 I will pay out from my pocket. So how much I'm losing my pocket? 1 lakh 18,000. Bajaj will keep 1 lakh in his pocket and Bajaj will pay 18,000 to the government. So what is the share of Bajaj here? Only 1 lakh. What is the share of government? 18,000. I paid to my forward person, that is Bajaj, and Bajaj paid to government. However, government collected 18,000. The supplier has taken 1 lakh. In RCM case, I will pay only 1 lakh to Bajaj and I will pay directly to the government 18,000. How much I am losing now? Same 1 lakh 18,000. See, it is not burden shifting, it is a compliance shifting. Still Bajaj taking same 1 lakh. Still government making 18,000 taxable revenue. How much I am losing? Same thing, 1 lakh 18,000. So there will be a compliances. Generally the compliance will be on a supplier, but sometime this compliance will be shifted to the recipient, right? That is a concept. So we'll try to understand the concept. So under forward charge mechanism, the supplier of the goods or services liable to collect the GST from the recipient and pay to the government. But under reverse charge mechanism, the liability to pay GST shift from supplier to recipient. Shift from where? Supplier to recipient. There are certain goods or services notified by the government. If you are engaged in that services or goods, definitely you should go under RCM. Example, certain notified supplies. Example, legal services, GTA services, purchases from unregistered dealer and import of goods or services. Everybody will get same benefits. Why government introduced RCM? That is the main thing you need to understand. To make you clear, I'll take one simple example. LIC. Life Insurance Corporation of India. Okay, just remember this name, LIC, Life Insurance Corporation of India. Under LIC, there are lakhs of agents are working for acquiring customer and giving to the LIC. Yes or no? To create the insurances policies. So here who is supplying the service? Agents giving a service to LIC by giving the clients, or you can say policy holders, right? So agents giving services to LIC. So because who is a supplier here? The agent. Agent should give a tax invoice to LIC and collect money. That is the actual process where agent will collect GST from LIC. Imagine LIC agent charging commission of 1 lakh. So LIC will pay 1 lakh plus 18,000. As a agent, I provided services to LIC company. So I will give invoice to LIC for charging my commission 1 lakh plus 18,000. So I will take 18,000 from my pocket and I will pay to FCM. I will pay FCM, forward charge mechanism. I collected from LIC as an agent. I will pay to government. So instead of asking these lakhs of agents to register on GST portal to government, collecting same tax from LIC directly will become easy. That's the reason this was introduced. Once again, instead of asking these lakhs of agents to register in GST to follow all the compliances, instead of tracking these people, government would like to track that one LIC. Okay, when you are receiving a services from any other person, you make payment, no? You pay only 1 lakh to your agents, and whatever GST you should pay to your agents, you don't pay to them. You pay directly from your pocket 18,000 to government account. So government will also no need to track all these lakhs of people whether they are following the compliances or not. So it will become easy. So to make the things easier for tax collection and recording and maintenance, government introduced RCM, reverse charge mechanism. Clear? That's the concept. In the next video, we see what are the goods or services notified under RCM. Right? Thank you.